The owners and operators of petroleum storage tanks are in need of an effective internal floating roof system. An efficient internal floating roof protects against loss of product from evaporation, enhances fire safety, and satisfies environmental protection regulations, including the Clean Air Act. Tank owners have a choice in the type and quality of internal floating roofs they install in their tanks. Before settling for other systems or cutting corners in either cost or efficiency, terminal managers owe it to their own bottom lines to look at the PETREX aluminum honeycomb internal floating roof systems. PETREX is located in Warren, Pennsylvania, in the heart of the Northeast's oldest oil patch. Long a manufacturer of floating roofs, PETREX is the only company in the world offering the efficient, full-surface contact honeycomb internal floating roof system. The PETREX plant is comprehensive. Sales, engineering, drafting, design, manufacturing, and installation are all conducted on-site and in the field by seasoned professionals. The key players on the PETREX team represent over 75 years combined experience in providing solutions to evaporation and air pollution in fixed roof storage tanks and wastewater treatment systems. The evolution of the PETREX honeycomb internal floating roof is the result of practical, hands-on experience with every type of internal floating roof system, and the engineering vision of men who knew it was time to build a better mousetrap. The PETREX aluminum honeycomb internal roof system is not only one of the most efficient, durable, and cost-effective ways to protect product in storage, it's a successful merger of simplicity and high technology. Here's the inside story of the PETREX aluminum honeycomb internal floating roof system. The honeycomb roof system represents a vast improvement over other designs. It consolidates structural, flotation, and vapor barrier requirements as never before, resulting in simplified installation, significant reductions of product loss from evaporation, and enhanced fire protection. The roof's surface is constructed of aluminum honeycomb panels. Each 5 by 7.5 foot panel contains 8,500 single hexagonal cells, individually sealed to create a field of miniature pontoons. Bonded between sheets of seamless aluminum, these double-deck sandwich panels are doubly secure against punctures or leaks, and sturdy enough to walk on throughout every phase of active tank operation. The panels are joined together in a simple, modular pattern after the PETREX design engineers have determined the precise design for each customer's specific requirements. Lightweight, easy to handle, corrosion-resistant, and compatible with petroleum products, these panels are the obvious solution in product protection. The PETREX aluminum honeycomb internal floating roof is built to meet the specifications of API 650 Appendix H. One of the most striking advances achieved with the PETREX honeycomb roof is its use of full-surface contact flotation. While other floating roofs require support from pontoons, which create a hazardous vapor space, the aluminum honeycomb panels float directly on the surface of the product in storage. Product is protected from evaporation, and fire safety is dramatically improved. Once installed, the hundreds of thousands of honeycomb cells are infinitely less vulnerable to damage and consequential product loss than even the most well-constructed pontoon. The unlikely puncture of honeycomb cells results in product intake measurable in ounces, not in the gallons of leakage a pontoon would rob with a hole of the same size, and that would eventually cause the pontoon to sink. While other floating roofs are vulnerable to structural failure at connecting pontoon and hardware points, the honeycomb double-deck sandwich construction of the PETREX roof provides uniform strength and flexibility in all directions across its total surface. But the most significant benefit of this direct flotation method is the elimination of any air pockets between product and roof where hazardous vapors can accumulate. With no vapor buildup taking place under the panels, loss of product to evaporation is significantly reduced. The aluminum honeycomb panels also act as an in-place barrier against air, heat, and contaminants. But certainly, fire protection is one of the most impressive characteristics of the PETREX honeycomb floating roof design. With no vapors trapped under the roof, which itself serves as a solid barrier, The roof is far more accessible and responsive to emergency foam application from either above or below its surface. In addition, the aluminum panels are actually cooled by being in contact with product, which helps contain and prevent a fire from spreading. The roof is also grounded to the tank to prevent static electricity. Fires in internal floating roof tanks are infrequent and consequently sometimes unanticipated. However, such fires can be very hazardous and expensive. This was a 120-foot by 40-foot high tank storing 80,000 barrels of gasoline with a steel pan internal floating roof. The fire was caused by an overfill and an external source of combustion. It burned for 5 days before it could be extinguished. Here are some of the results. Loss of life, 1. Injuries, 13. Terminal operation shutdown, 3 weeks. Product loss, $280,000. Cost of firefighting foam, $698,000. Tank replacement costs, over $400,000, and firefighting costs, $500,000. A major contributing factor to this devastation was the internal floating roof. The fire safety characteristics of the PETREX honeycomb internal floating roof system are vividly demonstrated by this simple but very demanding test. This is a honeycomb panel with a 6-inch diameter hole cut into it to expose the gasoline in which the panel is floating. The gas is ignited and allowed to burn. We see it here after burning for over an hour. Here's what's happening. A fire must have fuel, oxygen, and a source of ignition. To extinguish such a fire, common practice is to flow a layer of foam across the surface to separate the fuel from the oxygen. The PETREX honeycomb internal floating roof fulfills this function by floating in the liquid and creating a barrier at the liquid surface, not above it nor below it, as some other internal floating roofs do. When the liquid surface is deliberately exposed, as in our test, only the area uncovered can burn. The confinement of the fire is due to the unique features of the PETREX honeycomb internal floating roof system. Full surface contact, no free liquid surface nor accumulated vapors. Inherent buoyancy of multi-celled construction. Non-combustible, heat-conductive metal construction. Fire extinguishing foam may be applied from above using foam baffles and foam dams or in conventional subsurface methods. The flat, strong, buoyant PETREX construction provides an unobstructed path for the foam while the roof itself acts as a blanketing barrier until the fire can be destroyed. Some other internal floating roof systems tested did not fare as well, and as the disaster we saw earlier proves, not all internal floating roofs share these superior fire safety characteristics. But there's a lot more to be said for the PETREX honeycomb internal floating roof than this. While the modular, aluminum honeycomb panel roof design is the centerpiece of this unique system, its associated structural, mechanical, and hardware components are just as innovative. And again, simplicity and durability are the keys to their proven efficiency. Utilizing a modified polysulfide adhesive sealant, the aluminum honeycomb panels are fabricated to be uniform, durable, strong, and buoyant, eliminating the need for structural framing. Specifically developed for the aerospace and aircraft industries, this adhesive sealant is impervious to attack by gasoline, crude oil, jet fuel, and other hydrocarbons. The honeycomb panels bolted together quickly and simply using the patented PETREX gasketed clamp bar system. And to match the quality and engineering breakthroughs of the roof itself, PETREX has an unparalleled design in its interior tank perimeter seal. The PETREX seal is constructed of 2 polyurethane wedges wrapped in a highly durable polyester fabric with a polyurethane coating. At installation, these compressible seals are brought on site in running links that require as few seam joints as possible. The perimeter seal's clever design permits quick installation and removal from the continuous perimeter rim extrusion. The seal's backing plates are slipped into the lower lip of the perimeter rim extrusion and are locked into place on top with a special spring clip. The result is a perimeter seal that provides superior leak prevention while permitting smooth, uniform adjustment to changing product levels. And again, should repairs or replacement become necessary, The seal is readily accessed from the top side, and only the affected area requires attention. Yet another PETREX breakthrough is the design of its leg support system. PETREX has perfected a leg design that permits the roof to remain in floating contact with product to levels as low as 6 inches from the bottom of the tank. The low level can be readily adjusted to accommodate interior tank equipment. While the roof is floating, the legs are flush on the top side, which allows the roof to be raised to higher levels than previously permitted. This feature enables the customer to gain additional storage capacity. Each leg can also be locked in the 6-foot-high position for tank cleaning, maintenance, or repair. A threaded leg nipple permits micro-elevation adjustments to accommodate tank bottom irregularities. In fact, all of the various hardware and accessory components of the PETREX honeycomb roof are designed for easy installation, uncomplicated use, and optimum accessibility. From column wells to support legs, manways, pressure vacuum vent, ladder wells, ground cable, anti-rotation cables, and overflow vents. Each can be accessed for use or inspection while the tank is floating and custom placed according to the exact specifications of the tank itself. For a system that offers so many benefits, the installation of the PETREX honeycomb internal roof system is just as remarkable. Given its modular design and easily handled components, the PETREX honeycomb roof can be installed swiftly and easily using only minimal manpower and equipment. Here's a PETREX 275-foot diameter aluminum honeycomb internal floating roof that was recently installed at a major pipeline tank farm in Cushing, Oklahoma. Once installed, the PETREX honeycomb internal floating roof will provide many years of reliable service. 20-year-old roofs are in use today that have required only moderate maintenance and minimal repairs. Why invest in a PETREX honeycomb roof? Whether you're interested in protecting stored product from loss to evaporation, the peace of mind of enhanced fire safety characteristics, or complying with environmental regulations at the highest level possible, your best choice is the PETREX honeycomb roof. You and your industry are ready for the next century of product protection. Whether you're upgrading an existing tank or building new, PETREX engineers are ready to deliver the ultimate in internal floating roof systems. Innovative engineering, superior protection from product loss and fire, ease of installation, efficiency, durability, economy that will prove itself for years. Call or write for more information or a custom consultation on the PETREX honeycomb internal floating roof.